Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing game number 4 of the finals of IEM Katowice, or Katowice, I guess, because it's in Poland. I looked it up. And we are playing between MVPDream and LGIMFirst. Obviously, it's 1 versus 2 for one of the two. I'm not going to spoil who until the end of the game, because then you will hear whether there's a game 5 or not. So, yeah, I really don't remember who's ahead. I do know whether there's a game 5 or not, so I do know whether I can tell you that. But anyway, we are going to see the standard opening for both of them. The supply depot going down, the pylon going down. And yeah, this is just so standard that I shouldn't even mention it anymore. Anyhow, we're going to get a gateway here, I'm assuming. But it is going to take a little bit because, well, he wants to make as many probes as possible. Because getting more probes out is way more important than getting an earlier gateway. Yeah, you will catch up in the amount of resources really quickly. So, yeah, it's no problem. So, yeah, you build a few more probes, and then you get the gateway out a little bit later than you could. But the thing is that, yeah, you can just build a second gateway and just, well, get more units out that way. Anyhow, yeah, we have 2 scouts coming in. One going just straight up, well, into the base. The other one going around. Well, one of them going bottom, the other one going top, I guess. And yeah, he did build that little supply depot starter to make sure that the scout is not going to come in. And as you can see, it works out really well, because there's no way the probe can actually do this. And it's a really nice opening. It's really good to do it that way. You get an early scout, you get a completely sealed off base, and all you lack is a little bit of health on this guy. Mostly about 40 HP. Yeah, 50 HP this time. But that is not a problem at all, because by the time there are real units at your gate there, you're going to lose that anyway. So the 50 HP are not going to stand between your opponent and well, getting in or out of your base, because normally well, it's like one shot anyway on the supply depots. So might as well just let them die a little bit when you can actually use that to your advantage. And having no scout in the base is really, really bad, because it means that you don't see right off the bat whether someone is building multiple like barracks or factories, who knows, or maybe even going for a command center over here, or over here rather, and then floating that in. But in this case we just have a command center straight up in the base, because there is no scout out. So yeah, why not? And I'm assuming he didn't scout that. No, all he saw was this. And on the other side, yeah, he saw the entire base. He even saw that the gas was coming up. And of course the second gas, well, wasn't up yet. But yeah, we have a Nexus coming up as well. And yeah, with the Protoss player completely in the dark, the Terran player, well, takes a little bit of a lead in, well, the knowledge over what's going to happen. And it means that, yeah, the robotics facility, I kind of assumed it would be out. It would be coming out, because he needs that scout in. So he's going to build some observers. Well, at least the one observer. Oh, that is cute. Just locking out that SCV and making sure that he can pick it off before it goes into the base again. It is quite a costly thing to do though, because, yeah, well, the force fields cost 50 energy, and yeah, that's a pretty long time, or that's a pretty big price to pay for just killing off a scout. Yeah, so he definitely wanted to hide his tactics, his robotics facility, and 2 upcoming gateways. But especially this robotics facility, because you can go with a robotics facility or without one, but you normally go with one. But if you go without one, that means that you get extra stalkers out, and with a whole bunch of extra stalkers you can actually do, well, things that you couldn't do without it. So yeah, with extra stalkers out, the Terran player would have to have more units out, more marauders mainly, and with more marauders comes a higher price, obviously. So he wouldn't be able to go for as much economy, and well, normally you want to see that. You want to know beforehand whether there's a robotics facility or not, because actually, yeah, it's a big difference in tactics. So we do have the observer coming up, and I wonder, oh my god, that was the perfect scan. That was the perfect scan. I don't know how he saw that, because there is no way for him to spot there was something there. And I don't think you have the wiggling air anymore. You used to have that in StarCraft Brood War. StarCraft and StarCraft Brood War. You used to be able to see the invisible units as kind of a glitch on the map. But yeah, it's kind of impressive that he did scout or he did see that, because well, obviously we can see the observers coming in, but I guess he just doesn't. I'm guessing he can't see that at all, and yeah, he just scanned there and hoped for something to be there. And look at this, another observer. I wonder if he's going to scan after he's done here. And definitely if he could see the observer, so if he could see the glitch on the map where the observer is, then he would have scanned when he saw that, because he is definitely watching this, making sure that his army doesn't get killed. And obviously macroing at the same time. Because yeah, you do need to keep up with the unit production. It is, well, part of the most important, well, probably the most important part of StarCraft. The keeping up with unit production even when you're fighting a battle. And as you can see, yeah, the first Colossus is out, and the first Colossus is going to do quite a lot of damage. And hey Rose, what you doing? She wants to co-commentate with me. Anyway, yeah, a lot of the army of the Terran army actually melted there to the Colossus and, well, the rest of the army. But it is not too big of a deal. It's still early game, so you can use a few units and still, well, maintain kind of control. There you go. Just distracting her so she won't come in again. Anyway, yeah, he wanted to drop, but apparently there is some, yeah, there is some detection out, so making sure that he can see the drop coming in. And obviously, well, with this army, he can be, well, especially with the stalkers, he can be very mobile, because they just run up and they have a decent range, so they can actually shoot down the medevacts before they drop, and that is something you definitely want to avoid, especially if you're behind. And I think he's a little bit behind. Yeah, Terran player is a little bit behind here. Not game-breaking behind, but yeah, if you lose more units now, it's going to only make it worse. Obviously, that's always the case, but yeah, well, when you're ahead, you can lose a few units and still be equal, but here the difference would become bigger and bigger, and yeah, at some point you will lose the game just because you send out a few too many troops. And here we go with how he sees the stalkers though. Yeah, that was excellent reflexes. He sees the stalkers and immediately withdraws his army. They're probably going to run back, yeah. And well, the observers here just watching over all of this and just saying, yeah, you can attempt that. I don't care. We have some zealots in here. I don't know why. I don't know why he has zealots in the middle of nowhere. Maybe he wanted to sneak around the army. I don't really know. He's going to lose all three of them for no gain at all. Oh no! Wow, he actually got one of the marauders. So because there was no medevac there, the marauder just died. I did not expect that to happen because, well, marauders are very good against zealots, obviously. if they get microed. But if they don't get microed, yeah, you might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, the High Templar get caught off guard. And they have to morph into Archons to not die. And obviously the Archons are very strong. But yeah, the High Templar would have been much better against this, well, small unit army. Wow, they really got caught there. And that is unfortunate for the Protoss player. Yeah, fortunately for him, as I said, the Archons are still very strong, so it doesn't really matter that that he, well, lost the ability to cast, for example, Psionic Storm. But yeah, it's a big cost, so you definitely don't want to lose it like that. The command center may actually get out. I'm not actually sure if it manages to. Yes, it is going to make it out. But he needs to send over an SCV. There they are. The SCV is going to repair that. And that was close to dying, by the way. And in the meantime, yeah, the Protoss player, of course, knows that that command center is still there. So he wanted to snipe it. Oh my god, are you there again? I can't get rid of you, can I? So yeah, anyhow, we are going to... I can't see the minimap because someone is standing in front of it. Come on, get out of here. Come. So it seems that the Protoss army is just in the middle of the map. The Terran army is going to the top side and going to try to clear out these bases, make sure that they don't come up. And he is building a base over here again, but the base is this time going to die. No, still alive. No, it's not even in the red. I thought he would be able to get there a little bit quicker. But no, it's not even in the red, so he has another chance to do this. Going to try to expand again. So yeah, at some point, of course, he will either manage to do it or his base will get destroyed. Both of these solutions result in the same thing, and the army is going to pick up these zealots. Obviously, this is what the zealots wanted to do. They want to run into that undefended base and yeah, just kill it, or kill all of the SCVs rather. But oh, we have a drop coming in. What is in it? It is just a bunch of zealots, but he is going to, oh, lose that. What killed that? I don't actually know. Oh, there is, sorry, I didn't see the missile turret. Yeah, that was a very costly thing to do, but he did get a few SCV snipes, I guess. Oh, that's not a few. That is actually a lot. Hang on, because I missed this. I can't believe I missed that. I was following this around a little bit too much. The army is of course coming in. And the High Templar. I rewound, right? So how are High Templar in there now? Oh, here come the zealots. Okay, the High Templar are going to do something else. And I guess, yeah, this is what we saw. Then the drop is going to come in. Sorry about this. This was not intended, obviously. But yeah, that was too big of a miss to not rewind. And here we go. We get this. And then the rest of the army comes in over here. But more importantly, this is happening. And I am assuming that there are some SCVs lost, yeah, but this is going to clear out quite a few of them. And in the meantime, yeah, he's attacking on 3 fronts at the same time. So it's over here, where quite a few of them died. And then over here, where nothing really happened. But yeah, getting quite a few snipes off with those zealot drops. Or zealot... yeah, I don't know what they are. He's morphing them in and then running them in. And yeah, this Marine is now going to scout for where the pylon is. Finds the pylon. And is he actually going to do something with it? But no, for now, not for now. yeah, obviously he was micro in the middle, and yeah, here comes the next wave of zealots, and they're going to kill the Marine instantly. Of course, that is what happens with the pylons. You can just warp in new units, and yeah, he has to catch these guys, because if he doesn't catch these guys, they're going to once again kill a bunch of SCVs, and that's exactly what they're doing. So yeah, going on to the orbital command, because that way you can use your charge and then you can close the gap a little bit quicker. And oh my god, these zealots get so much done, even though it's kind of a lame tactic. It's like, yeah, I'll drop them and hope that something will happen. But yeah, if you find a weak spot in your enemy's defenses, then yeah, that is pretty strong. Obviously, if he just built like a bunker, which is exactly what he's doing now, and put 1 Marine or 2 Marines in it, he would have saved like 30 SCVs by now, 35 even. Because every time he does this, he gets a big advantage out of it. And yeah, the Zealots don't really need to do anything to make this worth it, because the Zealots are basically free. You don't really need them, and all he needs to do is just try to do some damage with them. Because, well, just the non-mining here would be worth it, because, well, his he needs gas. He uses gas to build all of his real units, and then he has minerals left over, and, well, with the leftover minerals, he just builds zealots and just suicides them in. And yeah, he still has a few zealots over here, so it's not a big deal, and this orbital command should easily die if he just catches these SCVs with one of his Colossi. And yeah, there they all go down, and holy crap, so much lost, 69 lost, and that is a big deal. Obviously the Ghost with EMP coming out, and they might actually be able to do something, but yeah, it is going to be very hard to go up against this. Now he has lost so much income and so many harvesters. As you can see, he's almost well, 45 harvesters behind. Yeah, that is just a huge amount. You're not going to get the income you need, and well, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, look at the difference in income, and well, also the difference in units and such, because well, it's 70 against 180. There is no way to come back from this, and well, just very nicely played from the Protoss player, just harassing that base over and over and over. And yeah, he has to GG out of here. The Colossus and well, just the entire gas heavy army definitely doing its job. Yeah, no real big tactics this time, no real big super fights, but just a whole lot of poke, and well, it won him the game. So anyway, that was the last game, because yeah, actually the Protoss player won the last game as well. So he is now what, 3 versus 1 up, I guess. Yeah. And he wins the tournament. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.